Hello, and thanks for watching. A few weeks back, I posted a video of the unboxing of my 20-inch heavy profile Bear Creek Arsenal 223 Wild chambered AR-15 barrel. And now, here's a follow-up video of the final build. This AR-15 started life as a DPMS Oracle. It was very inexpensive, $349 from Grab-A-Gun in Texas, so thank you Grab-A-Gun for having great prices, good shipping, and quick service. I really am enjoying my AR-15. This is my first AR-15, although I have several others now. This was my first, and I wanted something cheap and reliable because, first one. Didn't know how well I was going to like them. Didn't know if I was going to like transitioning from bolt guns to AR-15s. I did, and I do, and now I'm a gas gun guy. That's all there is to it. Anyway, great gun. Been very reliable. But the problem is, this is the original barrel. A 16-inch. I don't think that's an M4 profile. I think maybe that's a steel profile. I don't believe it's a pencil. But still, it's a contoured barrel. It has several different thicknesses, and anyone that knows anything about metal, as it heats up, it expands. And if you have inconsistencies in thicknesses or hardnesses, or the alloy isn't consistently forged, then you're going to have the metal expanding and moving at different rates. This barrel wasn't bad, 20, 30 rounds. After that, it started getting hot, and your point of impact just started moving around. I would do accuracy tests with a lead sled, and the lead sled was actually clamped to the bench rest, and the rifle strapped to the lead sled rest, and really very little to no opportunity for the rifle to move. So, a pretty good way to test accuracy as far as your groupings go. And this barrel started out good, but the more you shot it, particularly if you shot quickly or a lot of rounds, in my case, the point of impact would move up and to the right, and pretty much the warmer it got, the further it moved. And anyone that wants to shoot, especially from a bench at distance, that's just not good. So I assumed, and apparently was correct, that a longer, heavy profile barrel would help eliminate that problem to some extent. Went online, shopped around. Most everything I found was $179 to $500, $600, and the idea of spending as much on the barrel or more, almost double on the barrel that I did for the whole entire rifle, just kind of ludicrous. So, I don't have tons of money for my toys here, and I wanted something that was affordable. I came across Bear Creek Arsenal. It's I've heard some people say that this is was another company. It's just been renamed. I'm not sure if that's true or not. I don't care. This is a 20-inch heavy profile, 223 Wild chambered AR-15 barrel, and I bought it for $79 plus shipping. I think that was on sale. That's not their list price, but it's it just wasn't a lot of money to spend for what I hoped was going to be the most significant upgrade I could make to improve accuracy, and it's turned out to be exactly that. It's really turned out phenomenally well. A few things about this barrel. It is a Parkerized finish. I didn't know what Parkerized was, or at least the difference between Parkerized and the original barrel, which is nitride. As you can see, the nitride barrel, you almost can't really see the surface of the barrel. It's so flat. It's very flat, coarse finish. It's very durable. It doesn't scratch. I've not been particularly careful with this barrel, installing it and taking it out, and there's very little marks, very little wear on the barrel, and the finish is held up extremely well. If I were going to find myself in a situation where I'm out at night using night vision or needing to be stealthy in my movements, this might be a good choice, the nitride finish, because it just basically does not reflect light at all, and it's very durable. The Parkerized finish has a bit of sheen. It's still a good durable finish. It cleans much easier. If you try to clean the nitride finished barrel, at least this one, with a flannel cotton cleaning cloth, it will shred flannel. It will actually pull fibers off the flannel, and you have to blow them off or something, and you just almost can't clean it that way. The Parkerized barrel is not. That's not the case. I can clean it and oil it with a standard flannel cotton cleaning patch or cloth, and it does really well. The finish is held up well. I accidentally scuffed it a few times putting the handguard on, and it didn't scratch or mark, so I was happy with that. If you can see here, the barrel profile is about an inch. It's this size here, all the way down. It doesn't taper like this one does. And it's that size all the way to the gas block right here, and then it tapers down to 0.75 inches, and it remains that size down to the end there. Well, I guess there's a slight taper there near the crown. Anyway, this heavier profile barrel does not heat up and move like the lighter profile did, and my point of impact, although any barrel, the point of impact is going to move as the barrel heats up, it was nowhere near as much with this gun as it was with the original lighter profile barrel. I had no trouble installing this barrel. The barrel extension was tight, and I'm sure they used some sort of locking compound. It doesn't look like it'll ever come off. The M4 ramps look good and clean. I bore scoped this barrel, and the rifling was very clean. I didn't see any swirl or chatter marks from the machining anywhere on the outside or the inside. I've seen videos online of the 6.5 Grendel barrel where a guy got one, was really having some trouble with almost looked like galding inside the chamber. Just poor machining of what he got. And I don't know how old that video is, or if they've improved or changed their manufacturing process, but this barrel has none of those problems. It's a very clean, very well machined barrel. I went ahead and did the precision rifle or precision barrel break-in process with this gun. 5 shots, cleaning with copper remover and barrel cleaner between every shot, 5-minute breaks in between. Then did that 5 times, and then 5-shot groups where I would shoot 5 shots, then clean the barrel. So initially it's 1 shot clean, 1 shot clean, do that 5 times, and then afterwards it's 5 shots clean, 5 shots clean, you do that 5 times also, and that was my break-in process. So after the break-in process, I proceeded to lock this thing down in my lead sled, clamp it to the bench, strap it down where it can't move, and start shooting groups using the inexpensive, I think it's Federal ammo, Federal American Eagle. Using that ammo, it's okay. It's okay for plinking. About 1.5, 1.6 MOA at 100 yards. Not great, not terrible. Using Hornady's match ammo, and I can't remember the name of it. They're less expensive. Frontier, I believe it's Hornady Frontier ammo. Those rounds did quite a bit better. This particular barrel, likes the 62 grain and the 78 grain rounds more so than the 55 grain. This is a 1/8 twist barrel instead of the kind of standard 1/9, and that might have a factor. But even with the 55 grain, it was easily all inside 1 MOA using the Hornady ammunition. And strangely enough, the more I shot this gun, the barrel started tightening up, and I've seen that and heard that from a number of people with new barrels or new rifles, that the more you shoot it, the tighter the groups get. And I'm sure there's a point where the rifling wears out and it starts going the other direction, but that's been the case for me. The more I shoot it, the tighter the groups get, even with the cheaper ammo. So after my break-in period and a couple hundred rounds through the barrel, I started doing accuracy tests at 100, 300, and 500 yards. Unfortunately, I don't have access to a 1,000-yard range. Not that a 223 or 5.56 is very effective at 1,000 yards, but at 1, 3, and 500, I've been really happy. At 100, my average groupings were .89 MOA. At 300, I was keeping them right at 1 MOA, just maybe .97, .98 average in 5 3-shot groups. At 500 yards, believe it or not, still maintaining the just at 1 MOA groupings, .9, somehow it got a little tighter, .94 and .93 average groupings on 2 different sessions. So $80, 83, 85, something like that with shipping, and I'm getting .95 MOA at 500 yards with this barrel. And I promise you, with the original barrel, that was not going to happen. I'm not trying to slam DPM's stock barrel. I'm sure it's good for 50-yard, 100-yard shooting. It's lighter, and if you had to carry this thing around all day, this barrel is probably, I don't know, 4 pounds heavier. So I mean, it definitely adds some weight to the gun. But if you're like me and you're pretty much a bench shooter, then it's a wonderful barrel. I consider getting a 22 or 24-inch barrel. They have those. The Bear Creek Arsenal has a pretty good selection of 24-inch barrels in a number of calibers, and I'm kind of glad I went with the 20-inch. It's kind of weighty. I'm afraid of 24-inch when they made the gun so front end heavy that might have been a problem. Plus, all that weight's bound to have an effect on the point of impact as the barrel heats. Since the only place it's supported is right here, being a free flow barrel, all that weight is supported right here, and it's just pushing down with gravity. So that extra weight is bound to have some sort of impact. Anyone's curious, this is a UTG sniper pistol grip, which I absolutely love. It's got a little slide open compartment in the bottom here, which you could use to put matches or survival gear or a little small cleaning kit, perhaps, minus the rod. Also a UTG 6-position buttstock here. Something I didn't know, the buffer tube is not a mil spec. It's slightly larger, and I forget the name for it, modern or MSR or something, but it's slightly larger than mil spec. So if you have a DPMS AR, be aware of that. I bought a buttstock that didn't fit because I bought a mil spec buttstock. Also, anyone interested, this is a Leatherwood Hilux Leatherwood scope, 6x24 by 44, and excellent scope. For $120. I've got a Vortex Viper. I have a Diamondback, and I have a Loophole, and so I have some good scopes to compare it to, and it is it stands up to them toe to toe. Their optics are slightly clearer, I will say that. The optics in this scope not quite as clear, but still, for the money, you really can't beat it. Oh, and these are LaRue index clips. I love that look. It makes the gun much more comfortable to handle. Some of these rails can have fairly sharp edges, and I really like this. I do not like the standard M4 grip because it uses a D-ring at the gas block, and there's pressure between the barrel and here, and that really affects the accuracy at longer ranges. So of course, those grips are more comfortable to hold, but they're not so good for any kind of long range shooting. So these index clips, they're LaRue and very affordable. You can get this, I think, for $17 or something. I mean, it's not much at all, and it comes with these two little things here. They're grip assists. I'm not sure what the name of them is, but I don't use them. But if you like those, it comes with those. Oh, and it also comes with these little index clips that have little tabs that help route. They help route cabling or wires if you have a flashlight or a laser, a dot sight, a laser sight. Have these little clips that are really handy for routing your cables. I have that on my AR-10. I have a tactical flashlight on the end, and it keeps the cable very neatly, very tidy, routed right against the rail. Anyway, there it is. Cannot be more happy with the outcome of my Bear Creek Arsenal 20-inch heavy profile 223 wild chambered AR-15 barrel, and I don't think you would be unhappy with it either. So give it a try. If you're looking to upgrade or improve your performance and you're on a budget, you really can't go wrong, in my opinion. Thanks for watching.